This is how good Islam is, right? Because up until this moment, when Charles Oliveira finished Justin Gaethje and he just beat him up and dropped him on the feet and then submitted him on the ground, people were thinking there's no one that can challenge Charles. Charles is at such an elite level. Islam beats him so soundly that now you're like, I don't even know if it makes sense for Charles to fight him again.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's how good he is.
God, no. No, Jack. Yes, turn. Yes, half guard. Yes, half guard. Okay, I'm stressing. There you go. Yes. Yes. No. Don't destruct me. Oh. Yes. Oh.
Come on.
The little wins. Oh, come on, Jack. Just go. Just go. Yeah. Angry. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. 1 minute scrap. Yes. Let's go. Yes. That's what.
It has to. Like, come on.
There you go. This is how it should be. Yes. Yes. He did sprawl.
Joe Rogan has finally shared his thoughts on Islam Makhachev's devastating win over Della Maddalena, and the MMA world can't stop talking about it. This wasn't just another dominant lightweight performance from Islam. It felt like a warning shot to the entire division. A reminder that the champion isn't just staying on top. He's turning into something even more dangerous than people imagined. Rogan broke down the fight in classic Joe Rogan fashion. According to him, the moment Jack tried to step forward and force the exchanges, Islam seemed to already know what was coming. His timing, his control of distance, the way he stayed completely composed. It all looked like a fighter who had mentally rehearsed every scenario long before the cage door closed. Joe pointed out that even when Jack managed to land clean shots, Islam never showed a hint of panic. There was no hesitation, no fear, just total confidence in what he was doing.
Yeah, the takedowns became. Now, Jack, according to his coach, was stuck in the mud. He wasn't moving the feet quite as much. And at the end of every round, his coach, and I'm sure they have a great relationship, so they understand each other, should I say. But the coach was just giving him a hard time. He was like, what are you doing, mate? Don't sit there in half guard. Don't do this. Don't do that. Come on, you got to fight him. You're stuck in the mud. He was just giving him crap every single time. And Jack, as the fight was going on, was just looking more and more deflated, dejected, defeated. DC and Rogan were saying that he was grimacing. He was grimacing in pain. I'm sure that some of the elbows and the punches and the calf kicks were all hurting. But I think for the most part, it was just the fact that he couldn't do anything. He was getting taken down. He was getting controlled. He did do a good job of not giving up, okay? Because, listen, Islam is a tremendous fighter, okay? He's got a record now of 28-1. He now ties Anderson Silva for a 16-fight win streak. I still think Anderson's was more impressive because 12 of those 16 fights were title fights, and that is more impressive. And, of course, we saw some wild knockouts from Anderson Silva, but still, I'm not taking away from Islam Makhachev. What he's achieved is unbelievable. He's a two-weight division champion. Anderson Silva didn't do that, and he has won 16 in a row, okay? So take a bow. Unbelievable. And it was domination from start to finish. He caught the single leg, and then he sweeps the other leg in round one. In round two, he pushes Jack up against the fence. Jack got a little bit too confident.
Jack, you got a mouth you need to win the streak. Jack, you need to win the streak. Charles Oliveira, they're going to hold you. What's up, coach? Let's go! Let's go with your chicken. I'm gonna want to eat week. Let's eat. Iron Man, coach.
Islam Makhachev just defeated Della Maddalena in the main event of UFC 322. Oh, man. Dominated him by decision. 5 rounds, a half guard. What's there not to love, man? Just really riveting stuff. Islam Makhachev wins, dude. Double champ. Not simultaneously. They don't allow that anymore for some reason. But Islam Makhachev defeats Della Maddalena at welterweight. 5 rounds, dominates him. gets the takedowns, stays on top. I think these were the strike stats. 5 rounds against JDM, 26 significant strikes landed over 25 minutes. Ooh, 19 minutes of control time, 4 for 4 on takedowns. Dude, his takedowns were good.
It was as if he processed every detail in real time and immediately turned it into an advantage. And the MMA community noticed it right away. Some fans argued that Jack Della Maddalena was undersized for the matchup and never should have stepped into this fight. But a large portion of the audience disagreed completely, insisting that any contender would have suffered the same fate against the version of Islam Makhachev we saw that night. Even big names like Charles Oliveira, Dustin Poirier, and Gaethje chimed in with their reactions, and a lot of their comments pointed to the same idea. Islam's ability to break an opponent's confidence is what truly sets him apart. He doesn't just beat you physically, he dismantles your belief that you can win. And now the real question hangs over the entire lightweight division. What happens next? If Islam keeps crushing top-tier opponents at this rate, who's realistically left to threaten him? Some fans are already pushing for a move up to welterweight so he can pursue double champ status. Others want to see him stay at lightweight and build one of the most dominant championship reigns we've seen in years.
UFC fighters bijvoorbeeld Islam Makhachev versus Della Maddalena.
I think Della is going to get it done now.
I cannot go against Makhachev in this one.
I don't know who's going to win this fight, okay? Like right now at this moment, I'm leaning towards Islam.
For me, I'm going to go with Islam Makhachev.
I think Islam, we will see. He's going to use his wrestling more.
I still think Islam should win.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if JDM gets it done.
I would still kind of give the edge to Islam.
So for me, with this one, I think I'm going to pick Islam.
You know what? I'm going to go Jack.
Man, obviously I'm going the underdog, going Jack Della Maddalena.
Islam is going to dethrone Jack Della Maddalena.
I am picking JDM to beat Islam.
You know, I'm going to go with Jack Della Maddalena just because of the weight.
I'm leaning towards JDM, but I don't know why.
I think he beats Jack Della Maddalena. I think he finds a submission towards the end of the fight.
I think Islam probably going to win a decision.
I think I'm going to go with Islam.
I will go with Islam Makhachev because of the ground.
Can I ask you, and we'll shift gears to Islam a little bit now, are you sad we're not seeing Topuria versus Islam?
Yes, but ish, because I'm pumped to see Islam versus Jack. I love that fight for Jack. I want to see Jack get that opportunity. I want to see Jack given the opportunity to really just start like shutting down stars.
Let's talk about, because we'll talk about Pantoja and Kai front.
Tried to go for a whizzer kick or a hip throw. Tried to go for a hip throw on Islam Makhachev. What are you doing? You don't do that. He shouldn't be trying to grapple with Islam at all. But of course, he had success against other grapplers in the past. Against Belal Muhammad, he was able to have some success in the grappling transitions. But of course, Islam Makhachev is the next level. Okay, so he made a big mistake there in trying to go for his own throw. Ended up back on the ground. And then in rounds 3, 4, and 5, Islam just timed them perfectly. There was almost no resistance, but there was a lot of resistance on the face of Jack, right? He looked miserable. He looked like he couldn't wait for this fight to win. And I'm not saying that to insult Jack, far from it. In fact, I'm saying the opposite, because he could have taken the easy way out several times. Islam was trying to finish him. He was trying to get Kimuras. He was trying to get straight arm locks. He was trying to get the doors multiple times that he's got many other great fighters with, and he was trying to get rear naked chokes, okay? And Jack was tired. Jack was deflated. He was dejected. He was beaten, and he knew it was. He knew he was. And all he could have done was just extend his arm. All he could have done was not resist, okay? But the man was still fighting. He was still trying to get back to his feet. His coach is giving him a hard time in the corner. They're all frustrated with him because of course they just want the best for him, but it wasn't meant to be, okay? Islam dominated the fight. It was one-way traffic. It was pretty easy. I don't know if Jack even landed a clean shot. In fact, he did. At the start of the first round, he landed a nice, I think it was a right hand or a left, it doesn't matter. He landed a good clean shot and he went forward and he was putting Islam on the back foot.
Rogan also addressed the long-standing criticism that Islam is boring or too one-dimensional. But after this fight, that narrative has practically disappeared. This wasn't the typical wrestling-heavy game plan people expected. There was no slow, grinding pace. Instead, it was pure strategic brilliance, a precise, powerful, high IQ performance that proved Islam can dominate in every area of combat. And to be fair, Jack Della Maddalena deserves respect. Stepping up on a massive stage and taking on the most dominant champion in the sport today is something many fighters wouldn't dare attempt. He came in with momentum and confidence, but Islam made it clear from the opening moments that he operates on an entirely different level. Now the debate among fans is heating up again. Some believe Islam has already cleared out the lightweight division and needs fresh challenges. Others are calling for a trilogy with Charles Oliveira or a blockbuster super fight with Leon Edwards. But one thing isn't up for debate. After UFC 322, Islam Makhachev has cemented his place as the most dangerous champion in the UFC. And according to Joe Rogan, this might just be the beginning of a new and frightening era for the entire sport.